Hi guys, it's me, Danibuttons, and I am back today with a quarterly check-in for my 10 books to finish in 2022. This video is completely inspired by Kathy at Spicy Cat Colors. She did this last year. I hope she does this year too, because she, like I, loves stats. So I'm going to try to give you a bunch. Hopefully my math is right. We'll find out. But I picked 10 books to finish. I did that video. You could see all 10. I'm going to show you again. So obviously just keep watching. And let's read my stats first. I just wrote this on like junk paper, so I'm not going to show you my visual yet. But there's a visual on its way. In those 10 books, there are 342 pages, but before 2022, I already had finished 167, which means in 2022, I need to finish 175, which equated to about 15 pages a month if I split it evenly. In January, I finished 15, exactly. February, I finished 20, and in March, I finished 22, which is totaling 57 pages. Which means I now have 118 left and 9 months. So now I only have to technically finish 13.11111. So I'm going to round that to 14 a month. And I personally am still going to try to go really hard early to ease my pain, I don't know, for the end of the year. So let me show you how I am tracking this. This is my bullet journal, and I just wrote 10 books to finish, and I wrote them all out, and I wrote them from least amount of pages total to most amount of pages total, and I colored it in gray for pages I had finished before 2021, and then I personally every month use a different color highlighter to like indicate that month, and I use that in the month itself, but also throughout my whole book. So if I have lists like this that I come back to over and over again, I know. So like this blue was January, pink is February, and green was March so far. I usually use purple in April, so that'll be next month. But I basically filled in when I did a page in which books. So as you can see, of my 10 books, I have already finished entirely 2 of them. So I'm very excited about that. I keep wanting to say 3 because I have finished 3 books this year, but the third one wasn't even on my list. So I've completely finished 2 of them, and that's really exciting. I will say, no, I guess we'll wait till I talk about it. Do I want to wait till I talk about it? No, we'll talk about it right now. It's actually been really fun to like focus on one and like just bust through it. So as you can see, I finished Stained Glass. I did 5 pages in January and 7 in February to like finish it off. For Stone Mosaics, I did 13 pages this month. Part of that was because I thought I only had this many left, and then I was like, oh, there's a second line. Because for whatever reason, I wrote the extras all the way to the right for this book only, because the rest of them I wrote it centered, so I don't know what happened there, but I tricked myself, because I was like, I'm gonna finish, and then I was like, oh man, I have 5 more pages than I thought. But anyway, we're gonna go through what I have left and talk about them, how I'm feeling. Some of them I'm feeling great, some of them I'm not feeling as good, but we'll talk about it. Should I go in the order I wrote them, or the order I have them stacked? I'm gonna go in the order that I have them stacked, because why not? They're stacked that way. So first up is Yippee Kawaii. I have only finished 1 book so far this year. 1 page so far this year. In here, it was in February. I'm nervous. I am obsessed with this art. I'm obsessed with Danibuttons. I love her work, but I have, like, the pages I have left scare me a little bit because, let's give you an example. Let's find one. They're either like my absolute favorites and I'm like scared to do them, like this fruit page. I'm obsessed with fruit themed things, fruit like icons like this. I love it so much. So I'm like afraid to do this page, which I know is very silly, but it's just my truth, okay? Or it's pages like this where it's like I don't really know what my plan is, so I'm kind of afraid to do this also. But once I start in these books, it makes it so easy and I just go and I love it. So I think I'll definitely get this done as long as I pick them up more often, because now if I'm just looking book by book, I need to do like 1 page per month, and I'll like 1 month I'll have to do 2, you know what I mean? So we're definitely should be able to get this one done. This is my, no, there's more non-color by number. This is like my only non-color by number that's also like objects, because I have a mandala book that's obviously not color by number, but that's not as hard as this, even though this is mandalas. You know what I'm saying. So this one, yeah, I definitely want to work on it. I love it. I have volume 2 that I can't wait to work in more, but I'm probably going to try to stick to volume 1 until I finish it. So we'll see. And then hopefully by the time I finish, she'll have something else out. I know she was thinking of putting out something that wasn't Yippee Kawaii, something else. So I can't wait to see what she does. But that is that book. Next up is 100 Beautiful Mandalas by Camila Andrzejkova. Yeah, obviously this is the big boy. There's 100 in here, but I had 79 done before this year. So far I have done 4 in here, which is not too many. I have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 left, which completely doable. This is another thing that if I just like keep this on my desk, it's really easy to just like pick it up and do random ones. I cannot tell you how satisfying it is to be able to do this and see every page colored. Oh, I love it so much. So I cannot wait to finish this off entirely and be able to show you a full flip through. I'm very excited. I also love to try different methods of picking colors for this book, and I'll definitely talk about that when I do that flip through, but still a little bit of work, but should be easy peasy. This would definitely be an easy one to like do a coloring vlog for. Last year I colored 1 mandala every day in the month of February. I think that was a little bit much, but I could definitely do maybe a week of that or something. I have many ideas for videos involving mandalas, so hopefully I just get off my butt and do one of them, and that could be a lot of fun. So there is that. Okay, next up is City Dreams, cross-stitch style by Alice Mills Publishing. So far, I have done 3 books this year, which makes 4 in total. I'm nervous about this one. First of all, Alice Mills just keeps popping these out, and they're all so good, and I want them all, and I love them all. I just don't have the brand newest one that came out like a few days ago, but I have, I think, 14 of them or something like that, and I need to color more in them. I completely finished off the Christmas volume, which inspired me to put one of them on my list, but my fear with this book is I don't want to not touch the other volumes while I'm working on this because there's just too many to ignore for a whole year, so we'll see. But I love working in these. It's a lot of fun. This is book 4, so it's an earlier one. Later volumes now have like a color chart in the back, but I like these. I always work back to front because it will bleed through and it'll cover your little picture, which makes it hard to see. But if you work backwards, now the picture is not covered, and then also I'll do this page and it'll cover. I find that these full page ones take me forever and like are not the most fun. My favorite are the circle ones. So, but they are all fun overall, and I'm excited to work more in here, and I'm excited to do more from their other books. They have so many good ones, and I love them. So there's that update. Next up, okay, Mystery Mosaics, book 2 by Mindware. I have 4 Mindware books. I placed 1 order, bought 4 books, 2 Mystery Mosaics, and 2 of the, what are they called? Color Counts is what they're called. And they're a lot of fun, and it's really hard to resist just like buying all of these, but I want to finish one. So my hope and goal is, if you've heard my personal credit system this year, is if I finish 1 book, I can buy 3 more, and like no shopping in between is the goal. We'll see how we do, but I would hope if I finish 1 of these, I'll buy 3 more. So these have single pages, and they have like these fun double page spreads. So far this year I have finished 4 more of these, and I have 8 left. So that is not too bad. I think at least one of those 8 is a double spread, potentially 2. I'm showing spoilers, so run away if you don't want to see them. There's only 18 pages in here. Yes, I have 2 double page spreads left. Also, I sometimes just mix the colors up for this. Like, I almost definitely will not be doing this dark blue background because I just feel like they use a lot of blues and greens. So I just mix it up. But when I get more, I'm definitely going to look up the answers. And honestly, if you love mysteries, that is totally cool. Go for it. But if, like me, you're only buying 1 or 2 volumes at a time, or maybe ever, depending, I personally highly recommend looking up the answer keys so you make sure you get stuff that you want to color. For example, there's birds in here. So if I find a volume that has like a lot of birds, I'm not going to make that a top priority, you know? I'm pretty sure all of the volumes they have are still on their website, basically all the time. So it's not a huge rush. I think 18 just came out. I don't know. But there's also like deals if you buy them on the website, like if you bundle, all that kind of fun stuff. But fun times. I've been enjoying this. These are really great. The grids are nice and thick, so they're good for alcohol markers because they won't really bleed over for the most part. Whew. All right, next up, yes, Color by Number Mandalas by Jade Summer. This one is the one I had the most to do in. I had to do 30 pages out of the 50. So I had 20 done. I have to do 30 more, and I have done 9. What I love about this book is when I get in the mood to do this book, I get in the mood to do 5 pages. Like, I don't just do 1 page, I do a bunch. And the biggest problem in this book is the color palettes are sometimes all the same. There's so much yellow and orange in here, but a lot of people have given me tips and how they do it, and they'll just change up the colors, and it's totally okay to do that. I feel like sometimes we forget, but do what you want. You don't have to listen to the colors. I sometimes will listen to the colors because, I mean, that is the benefit of Color by Number, is not having to worry about it. But, like, let's say I was doing this and I saw that there were 3 yellows and 3 oranges. What I would do instead is, like, pick 3 purples, but just, like, number them differently, you know what I mean? So you do what you want. Some of them I have changed, like, look at that. But some of them I don't. And for this book, I just work all over. So usually I'll be like, okay, I'm going to do the first available page. Wow. So I'll do this one, and then I'll do the last available page, and I'll come back and be like, oh, this is the last one, and then I'll just do ones in the middle randomly. It's a whole, I don't know. And sometimes I'll like look for the different colors. So I'll be like, oh, 21 is purple, so I'm going to do one that has purple in it, and then I'll be like, oh, this one has blue in it, or whatever it may be. A very long explanation for a silly reason. But yeah, so that means I have 5, 10, 15, 21 left in here, and I have no worries about that one. Next up is Christmas, Color by Color Questopia. This one there's 19 pages, which is weird. I don't know why there's only 19. This is an older one overall. It has the 50 color palette, so maybe they just started doing 20. I assume there's 20 now. 19 seemed weird to me. I personally do not count these bonus ones. Like, if I don't finish them, I still consider the book finished. I won't like throw this out, so I can always come back and do this if I need to, like if I have trains as a prompt for something or something like that. But I didn't buy the book for these, so I don't mind leaving them blank when I'm done. But yes, I have done, where are we? I did 7 before the year and only 1 so far, and I did the one in March, and I have a feeling I will likely be saving this one for the end of the year. Potentially, I'll do some in Christmas and July, but very likely this will be saved for November, December, and I think that's totally fine. I mean, sometimes you're in a Christmas mood, and sometimes you're not. So if it comes up on my button bingo, maybe I'll do one. That's why I actually did the one I did. But other than that, we'll get to it. I'm not worried about this one either. I've been mentioning that because here's the one that I am worried about. This is Party Patterns by Belba Family. Let's see. Where are we? There were 30 pages in here. Before the year started, I did 6, and I have done 2 so far. Whatever it is about this, they take me forever. I'm nervous because I think I'll be in the mood for one of these pages, and it'll be 3 hours, and I will not be making any good progress, and then I don't want to do it anymore. Ugh. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. This is the one that is worrying me the most, and I think what I'm going to do is at our next check-in, so like the mid-year check-in, I might make a decision if I still want this to be on my list. I don't know, because I hate the idea of quitting. But on the other hand, like I already finished 1 book, so as long as I do well with everything else, I will finish at least 10 books this year. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm having such a great time finishing books, so we'll see how it goes. But let me know what you think. I'm happy that at least this was the small square one and not the giant one, because that would be even crazier. What do you think about these? I really love doing them, but I have to be like in a certain mood. And this is the kind of page that I won't do all in one sitting because I just can't. And I don't know. But it doesn't even seem to matter which method. Like, as you can see, I started one and I just like, nope, and I gave up. So we'll see. Also, I've been trying to like match up the holidays, and I feel like a lot of the holidays are later in the year. So maybe when we get to the holidays, I'll be more inclined to do them. I don't know. I just don't know. And some of these I like don't know what they are holiday wise. Like, oh, Easter's coming. I'll do that this month. Choose yours. Don't know what that means. Vanilla party. Don't know what that means. Sweet party. My son's party. Like, I don't know what all of them mean. So we'll see. We're going to keep going. All right. Then we have One Color Relaxation Art Animal Stencils by Sun Life Drawing. I love this book, but shockingly, these pages take a lot longer than I remember. In my head, I was like, oh, this will be so quick and easy. Like, I'll just bang all these pages out, wham, wham, wham. And I'm not. They actually take a while to do. So let's see. Before the year started, I had finished 12 out of the 30, and I've done 4 so far. So I have 14 left. So we're going to have to grind a little bit, but I think that's doable. I also have a vacation already booked and planned and scheduled, and I'm so excited. So this might be another vacation book, and hopefully I'll do better than in Disney. This vacation will definitely have more relaxation time, so that would hopefully work out. But I think this will be doable. So here we go. And then finally, the 2 books that I completely finished are Color by Color Stained Glass Mandalas and Stone Mosaics. So I love Kira Shirjnova's mandalas. I have finished 2 of her mandala color by color books. I was going to say this is her second, but this one actually came out first. I just finished it second, but I just think they're so fun and vibrant and use so many awesome colors, and I really, really hope she continues to make mandalas, definitely, but if not, just color by color books. I feel like she hasn't made a new one in a really long time, so if anyone has any intel, let me know. I might message her on Instagram to see how she's doing, because I love these books. And secondly, the one I just finished in March is Stone Mosaics. So this is book 1. I'm pretty sure, are there 5 of these out already? I think I have them all. I don't know how quickly I'll hop into the next one, but when I do, it will probably be book 2, because why not? I'm looking forward to black background version coming out. I didn't get the best of because I had all of these. I'm probably also not going to do a full flip of just this one, because I showed you like 8 pages for my last monthly wrap-up. So I likely will not do a full flip, but here is a quick flip for you now. And these books are so fun and different, and I just love color. Like, color by number has always been my #1 coloring method. I have always loved it since I was a little kid, and I love how many different versions of color by number are available now. And it's just so fun when companies come up with new ways to do color by number that I jump on all of them. And it's just my favorite form of coloring, and I think it always will be. So I have a soft spot. So, whew, that is that. I managed to stretch that out a little bit long, sheesh. But I think I'm doing good. Again, the really only thing I'm worried about is the party patterns. This is where my like crazy anxiety brain comes in, because I like feel guilty coloring in other things when I haven't hit my 15 pages in here yet, which I understand is ridiculous, but it's literally just who I am. And then I also I'm like, okay, well, should I just like work really hard in one book, or should I try to even it out? I'm in my head debating if I want to like, okay, I have 20 left, so should I do 2 a month from each one, or should I just do what I'm feeling? And then at the end of the year, I'm just going to be stuck with that one. I don't know. So if you do 10 books to finish, let me know all of your methods down below, because I'm incredibly interested. And I would love to finish like 15 books this year, 20 books. How reasonable that is, I have no idea. But 3 so far, still having fun. There it is. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, let me know. Also, let me know if you like the idea of this check-in. I definitely, again, shout out to Kathy. I love watching hers, so hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you did, I'll make another one in the end of June. Nope, is that how it works? April, May, June. Yeah, at the end of June, we'll come back for Q2 update. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if this video was long enough for a code word. Should I make you say January? All right, 20 minutes. We hit 20 minutes. So if you stayed all the way to the end, just throw me a January down in the comments. And thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment anything you want to comment down below, including the word January. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time. And I'll be back again very soon with something new. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, friends.